I've just received a great question, and it specifically relates to motivation. Not just general motivation, but actually motivation at those times of real difficulty, or when you might be finding yourself moving from different tasks and responsibilities within your professional life, and it just feels like you're rolling from one heavy, real overwhelmed, dominant period of time with tasks and responsibilities to the next one, and how you can stay motivated at those periods of time or those challenging phases. I've got a couple of different suggestions, and again, this is about offering them to you so you can pick out what will work for you. My first suggestion to help you be motivated at those times of real challenge or those heavy periods of work is to think about the long-term goal. What's your long-term reason or motivation for wanting to complete this difficult or heavy phase of work? It might be deadlines with assignments or assessments. It could be deadlines with product launches. It might be marketing strategies. It could be big kickoff meetings. It could be any of those subjects or challenging times or many others. But really it's about getting you to think about the long-term perspective. Who or what is it that you want to be or achieve in that longer term lens? In 3 years' time, in 5 years' time? What is it that's dragging you through this period of time or wants you to be your best self at this time for that outcome of 3 or 5 years in the future? Allow yourself in this present moment to connect to that version of you, that if they're successful and if they complete this difficult, challenging phase and period of time, what will they become? Or what will that enable you to be? Spend time in the here and now, this present moment, connecting to that future version of yourself to generate motivation in this moment to project yourself towards that future. Another and very different alternative approach would be to not think about the longer term, but actually stay very focused on the shorter term goals. So rather than thinking about a year's time, 3 or 5 years time, think more about yourself in this next 24 hours. It could be that you want to think about the next 3 days or 5 days, maybe 7, or maybe a week to 2 weeks is enough. But really it's about finding more of a shorter term focus to allow you to be motivated to achieve what it is that you want to do in this next period of time. Sometimes it can be overwhelming to think about many months ahead or look at the bigger picture. So some of my clients get motivated by setting themselves shorter term goals and thinking about what they can achieve in the next day or the next week, and then allow themselves to work really hard and focus on that, and then get that sense of achievement and feeling of completion because they were able to complete that shorter term goal or achieve that focus that they had for themselves. There are two very different approaches there, longer term or shorter term, but think about what will work for you. And then if neither of those you think will be effective, one approach you could take to generate motivation in the here and now as you're facing difficult phases or difficult times is to connect to the emotional why. Take time to really dig deeper into why this matters to you or why it's important that you stay motivated and you work as hard as you possibly can or perform to the highest levels right now, why that matters or why that's important. To each and every one of you watching this video, you'll have a deep core reason for why this matters. It could be your purpose, it could be your values, it could be a drive that you have to be a better version of yourself in the future. But whatever it is, if you can connect to that emotional why that sits within each and every one of us, there will be the opportunity to generate that higher feeling of energy, motivation will follow, and it will allow you to complete the tasks, even if it's a difficult phase and difficult time. 3 very different approaches there that I wanted to share with you, but I hope that helps you be more motivated in the moment, particularly at times of difficulties. I look forward to hearing how you get on and speaking with you soon.